Hey YouTube, this is Jaden Storm coming at you with a video, and this is going to be talking about, first off, what led to this video. Saturday when I came home from my locals, I got home, it was like 11:30, well, maybe 11:30, somewhere in there. But on my way home, I gave my friend Ryan a call, and I was talking to him, and it's about a 40-minute drive home from Alien to my house, and I talked to Ryan all the way from Alien when I got home. And when we were just catching up, and then I ended up sitting down in this very chair that you see that I'm sitting in, and we talked for maybe, it was unreal. I think we had like a 3-hour conversation, which I think that's the very first 3-hour conversation I've had with anyone over the phone. But it was a very good conversation. We talked about everything. Like he's down in Texas right now. Haven't seen him in a while, and but we talked about a little bit about everything when it comes to Vanguard, and it made me thinking. And we started getting on the topic of what are the top 5 clans that there are. You know, I'm not talking about specific decks. I'm just talking, if you look at every clan's pool of what they have available to them, what is the best clans that there are. Now, this is a very, very hard thing to do, and, you know, it's weird because it's very, very hard. So please, excuse me for if I leave your clan out. I do have one alternate, and before I even get, and then it should really be the top 6 because I have a tie for 5th place. So here we go. Before I get on, the one that is not on here is Link Joker is not on this list, and it's not the first alternate. Here's why. I like Link Joker, okay? I said this in the video that I talked about, where I wanted people to try to spread a little knowledge on Link Joker. I don't consider it one of the best clans that there are. If you are a Link Joker person, I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, if that's one of your better clans, but I honestly don't think it is. And I'm basing this off everything that we know that is as released as of set 15. And I'm including with Glendios. Yeah, the deck has an instant win. Yeah, it has a monster that can wipe your board. Yeah, it has a monster that can give power to your front line. But consider this, guys. Between a trial deck, set 12, 13, and 15, they basically shoved everything at them in a matter of a long time. A lot of these clans, they just they had to get pieces in order to make on this list. So I don't think that qualifies for Link Joker. And plus, we don't even know if they're even going to touch Link Joker again. It might have just been a one-time thing, but who knows? I did not put Link Joker on this list. That's my opinion. You can do with it what you will. My first alternate is Royal Paladin, and it's hard for me to put Royal Paladin not in the top 5, but I've had to look at this list and be unbiased because Royal Paladin is my favorite clan because it holds my avatar. And the reason it's not in the top 5 is because Jewel Knights are a thing. I'm sorry, guys. Even with Broken Heart Jewel Knight Ashley, I do not see that deck doing much. Yeah, it's a free pop and call every turn, and it's a cross ride, but I just don't. I don't know. It's that thing that kept Royal Paladin out of the top 5. Royal Paladin in America has the one starter that is banned from being one here in America. It's the only card that's banned for us as a starter or period. I just don't see it making the top 5 with Jewel Knights in their little group. I'm sorry to Jewel Knight players, but I just don't think Jewel Knights are that great. I thought, with Broken Heart Jewel Knight Ashley given to them, it might make them a little bit better. But after re-examining the deck and playing against it a little bit online, and I just don't see it, guys. I'm sorry. So my first alternate is Royal Paladin. And now my two-way tie for 5th place goes to Aquaforce and Genesis. Now, talk about Aquaforce first. Aquaforce is a clan that is innovative. It was the first clan that brought swapping columns or jumping from column to column or getting extra attacks just off abilities, not as opposed to stand triggers. Nova Grapplers eventually would get it, but Aquaforce was the first one. Aquaforce also, it had a very good boss monster out of the gate in Maelstrom, where if he hit you, he's going to increase the player's hand size and destroy your field at the same time. So he applied a lot of pressure, and he also got a cross ride that was the first of its kind, that it prevented the use of perfect guards. That was really good. You know, and then just so many other things. And Tetra Drive Dragon is also a thing that is coming out in set 13 that makes Aquaforce a top 5 clan again, in my opinion, as far as meta-wise goes. Because I've always said that if you have a Vanguard that can restand itself or gain an extra critical when he attacks, it immediately puts him in the upper echelon. And Tetra Drive can restand practically for no cost or minus to the player. Now getting over to Genesis. Genesis is something very unique because their ultimate boss monster, in my opinion, Minerva, it has something that only one other card in the game has, and that is a Crossroad Vanguard that can restand itself. And the only other Crossroad Vanguard that can stand itself back up, minus Minerva, is Dragonic Overlord the End. So, in a deck that not only generates massive hand advantage and also gets cards into the soul, you're also going to be able to restand and gain 5,000 extra attack power. That is huge, guys. And the fact that when your opponent is attacking you, you have to play less cards from your hands to guard against attacks is simply amazing. So Genesis, and by far, it originally was just going to go to Aquaforce, but then I thought, well, Genesis, and then I thought, well, it's a tie because they. So sorry if that's the best I could do, guys, because I couldn't, everything that I was like, well, Aquaforce has this, and, well, Genesis has this, you know, so Aquaforce and Genesis, in my opinion, are on equal ground and tied for 5th place. Now, for the other 4 places, it is owned by just one clan. 4th place, and that belongs to Shadow Paladins, and Shadow Paladins, the reason they get this has nothing to do with how they started, because Phantom Blaster Dragon, if Phantom Blaster Dragon was the best card that they had, Shadow Paladins would be below Royal Paladin on this list. Because with Phantom Blaster Dragon alone, he doesn't deserve to be on this list. I'm sorry. I played Phantom Blaster Dragon just because I liked how he looked, but he's not a top, something that gives the Shadow Paladins worthy of, these are the best 5 clans that there are, period. The cards that did that were Raging Form Dragon and Drag Ruler Phantom. Those cards is what put Shadow Paladin up here, and that is because it... Raging Form, it gives you an extra attack, and Drag Ruler, the first card of its kind that damages your opponent for nothing, except Counterblast and sacrificing of yourself. It is the first card that damages your opponent without attacking, so that is definitely amazing. So Shadow Paladin gets 4th place simply for the fact being that they had access to something that was the first of their kind, and as well as having an ultimate boss monster that's a huge threat as Raging Form Dragon. Number 3 goes to Narukami. Narukami would not have been on this list if all we were looking at was the first 2 seasons. But Season 3 put Narukami in this discussion and in my top 5 clans of all time. Because Season 2, we saw the creation of Narukami as far as the anime goes. We got to see Dragonic Kaiser Vermilion and Dragonic Kaiser Vermilion the Blood. Those are both very good cards in their own right, very innovative cards that can attack the entire front line at once. But that alone does not put this card, in my opinion, in the top 5 clans of all time. In my opinion, the cards that did that came out in Season 3. Dragonic Kaiser Vermilion, Dragonic Eradicator, Dragonic Descendant, Eradicator, Tempest Bolt Dragon. These cards is what gave Narukami its, here you are, you're a top 5 clan now. You have a monster that gains power because of your opponent's empty rearguard circles, and you have a Vanguard that if its attack is blocked, he gets to stand back up and he's critical. So I think this alone gives Narukami a place in the top 5, and that's why they're ranked 3rd on my list. Number 2, Gold Paladin. Guys, we have seen Gold Paladin get so much support. Think about everything that Gold Paladin has gotten. I talked to my friend Ryan about this the other night on the phone. First they got Garmor, then they got Ezel, then they got Pelennor, then they got a cross ride for Ezel. Then Season 3 came along, and they got a break ride that is incredibly easy and broke. It's basically a Soul Saver Dragon while giving 10,000 to your Vanguard. Then we got an amazing new version of Alfred that can hit over 30 with the help of a booster without a break ride. And then we get the new Garmor, and then we're going to get a new Ezel that counters Link Joker and gains a crit and re-soul charges it, the cards that you Soul Blast to pay for the ability to make him be able to use it again. And then we got Monarch Sanctuary Alfred, and it's just like, good grief, they have just given Gold Paladin so much power. And Gold Paladin is definitely, I think, the second best clan. But you ask, what, in my opinion, is the top clan out there? Well, I don't think it's pretty much any more surprise. If you haven't figured it out by now, my #1 clan of all time belongs to the Kagero clan. Yes, Toshiki Kikai's clan, the Kagero clan, is now the #1 clan in Vanguard, guys, for the simple fact being, look at everything they have. They had the first Vanguard in the game that could restand itself, and that was Draconic Overlord. They then got a pretty decent ride chain, but then when Set 5 rolled around, they got stuff that were just plain stupid, and they've gotten worse and worse and worse ever since. Draconic Overlord, the end. Dauntless Drive Dragon. Dauntless Drive Reverse. Dragonic Novel Vague, a Silent Tom Grade 4 dragon that prevents Grade 0s from blocking, and it nullifies your opponent's triggers. That right there, taking away the point of death healing, is alone gives them the first place. Then also you have Dragonic Overlord the Reverse coming out, and Dragonic Overlord is reprinted as a break ride. This alone, you know, guys, is enough to give Kagero the solid place of the best clan that there is. And then what's really nice, guys, Set 16 is coming out in Japan. They've announced the clans that will get support for it. It's nice to see that Gold Paladin and Kagero, the best two clans, in my opinion, that exist in the game, are not getting support. Narukami is, out of the top 5 clans. Narukami does, Royal Paladin does, which I'm glad Royal Paladin is getting some more support, and it looks like they're going back to the original Royal Paladins, which I like. I'm ready to get the Jewel Knights gone. But I'll repeat my top 5 clans. And first alternate, one more time. Well, top 6, actually, if you count the tie. First alternate, Royal Paladin. 5th place is a tie between the Aqua Force and the Genesis clans. 4th place is the Shadow Paladins. 3rd place is the Narukami clan. 2nd place is the Gold Paladins, and the 1st is the Kagero clan. So anyway, guys, I think this is a fair listing, and I think I've given fair reasons to justify my answers. If you do not agree with them, please feel free in the comment section below to explain to me, hey, what about this clan? They have this, 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 and this, and they can do this, and they've gotten this, and they're going to get this, and or if you'd like, in the comment section below, also give me your top 5 clans. If you were going to look at everything up to Set 15 and say, what are the top 5 clans based off everything from Set 1 to 15 of all the stuff that we've gotten in between these two sets, what would be the best 5 clans? And this is mine. I'm sorry I couldn't get it down to exactly 5, but it was a tie between 5th for me. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, thumbs up the video and the channel for me, and I will see you guys later.